Let's talk about recognizing the patterns and accelerating the movement of sentiment and what percent human and what percent software technology.
It's probably 50-50. And so what I would say is we've built a platform, we also call it the Wave Branding Platform, which consists of a bunch of different tools, a series of algorithms that allow us to basically take all this noise, get it down to signals, which basically become opportunities for brands. And you need tools in order to do that. Then we have cultural strategists, data scientists who make sense, synthesize it, and turn it into actual opportunities that make sense for particular brands. So it's a combination. We believe in this model of an open agency. So if you think about traditional advertising agencies, I have my four walls and I build my creative experience within the four walls. Just like how the collaborative economy is changing economics, we believe that also has to change the way the advertising world works.
Sure.
So when we have ideas, we validate those through tastemakers in the market. We have an influencer advisory board of people who are experts or following the trends in movies, design, fashion, fragrance, so forth and so on. We use them as validators. We have tastemakers and scouts in 9 different countries. So it's really a collective experience of trend validation and then of content creation that happens in the collective as opposed to one centralized location. So if you imagine you've got technology that's helping you identify the signals, you've got cultural strategists who are synthesizing and translating to opportunity, and you've got a whole series of people outside the walls of the agency that's allowing you to create what those activations become.
Inside the four walls of this agency, what are the either departments or titles there? I heard you mention a couple.
Yeah.
What are all the?
So one is cultural strategy. And those are individuals who really are following the zeitgeist of culture, understanding the latest trends. And they come from trend backgrounds, they come from research and planning backgrounds. Then you've got our newsroom group, and this is, we have people from CNN and so forth and so on. And we have people who are actually understand how to take content and turn it into context and angles, and then produce activations, right? So that's all of the actual content side of the business. Then we have a group which is client services / pilots, because when you get into real-time marketing, you have to make fast decisions with your clients, right? And so that means that I'm going to get on the phone, I'm going to say we've seen the What the Fox Say video, and here's the match it has to your brand, and here are a series of things we could do with it. And we call that person a pilot. And the pilot kind of works, I don't know, we make the analogy of, if you think about Wall Street and you have a broker and they're saying, hey, you should invest here, you should invest here. Similar kind of thing, they're making these really quick decisions using the quantification from the strategy team, using the activation ideas from the newsroom team, and then putting those back in front of a client to help them decide whether it's a go or no-go decision. Some things have a 2-week trajectory, some things have a 24-hour trajectory.
Right,
so you have to decide, fairly rapidly. If you think about what the Fox Say, I just used that video, has been out for a while and everybody's familiar with it. We saw it when it had 12,000 views, and we just
1,000.
Yeah, I mean, what it has.
Infancy.
It has 180 million. I don't know how much at this point. When we saw it, we could tell that it had the attributes of other viral videos that we had seen, and we thought, this is an interesting parody video, so forth and so on, and we immediately started tracking it. And within 2 hours, we saw that it was moving at a faster clip than other viral videos that had skyrocketed in the last 90 to 180 days. We then sent it to every single client that we had, right? And we started those conversations. The thing that we didn't know, which I thought was really interesting, is 2 or 3 days in, we realized that this had gone from something that was millennial based, and it started getting picked up on mainstream media, but then it started really resonating with little kids, and kids love the video. I mean, they would play it over and over and over again. So our pattern analysis, exactly. It's like nonstop. It's like again and again they sing it, and it's
unbelievable.
And we understood from the patterns that it was going to be big, but sometimes you don't understand how it resonates in popular culture, and until but if you watch it, you start to see those transitions across demographic groups and social graphs.